Yo, Hunter.
You need a corner folk?
No. My secondary straight. It's my D tackles, bro. If I can get pressure on the quarterback with
Today,
4 down linemen,
from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA
if there was like
Sports.
a way
It's
to
the
be
final
for me
3
to,
weeks of
like,
the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're
not have to
underway
blitz.
in Week 15. And his
Yes,
guys will
sir.
get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First and
I
10
have to blitz.
at their own 20-yard line.
On first down, Darnold. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Second and 3.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton.
Darnold.
And they
I
get him
swear,
down, but not
Madden,
before he takes it
these
across the
Madden,
40-yard line.
A gain of 15.
CPUs.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
9-yard line.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Brought down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
10 goals, Los Angeles.
They're moving the ball through the air pretty well on this opening drive, and to me it was evident that they were set on doing exactly that here to get this game started. And their belief and determination is certainly paying off.
The numbers for Howard a week ago: 19 carries, 76 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you got to...
And he is into
Wow,
the
he
end
went
zone.
5 wide
Touchdown,
and
Los
ran the ball.
Angeles. Sam
Good
Darnold
boy.
taking it in. And the
playing the
Chargers
fucking
take the ball
computer.
down the field and score on their opening drive. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They're on the 24-yard line.
Hey, who the weakest team in the league?
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
What'd you say?
Starting with a first down, 11
I
yards
say who the
on that
weakest team
pickup.
in the league.
A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
At the 30.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 23 carries, 90 yards.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
On second down, Swift. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Daniil Hunter.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
They'll run the draw here with Swift. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, Swift. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
On 1st down, Wentz. And this is caught at the 8. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Swift. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter.
He drafted an X Factor
apology on
safety.
that one, huh?
2nd down and goal. Wentz. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. James Washington, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Robbie Gould set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as
If
the
I had
kicks
Tone
away.
Team and real roster,
Taking it about the 1. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Solid return.
If I had
Pretty good
Tone
field
Team and
position. They'll start at the 32.
32-yard line.
Heading back out, the Chargers offense. We get a peek at the playoff picture of the AFC. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
It certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
19 yards there on the catch and run.
19 yards. And the Chargers 1st down.
From the 50, it's Darnold. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And oh, he spins past him and into space. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Give him 25 yards on the play there. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here. These 2 teams all tied after 1.
Tied 7-7.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move.
Damn, I
on
hope
1st
the
down.
quarterback come out this.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
oh my
He's
God.
going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, That type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro up with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone, not much more impressive than that. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And some room to work. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open. And
he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jalen Reagor, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he's got it up and through. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
1st and 10. At their own.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to a self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
11 yards there, first down. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
34, Jordan Howard.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you can do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold, finding Harris over the middle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On first down, they run with Howard. Down to the 25. A gain of 3, second down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Darnold completes it, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Chargers' passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
At the 8-yard.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On first and goal. Howard. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
The ball carrier.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Oh, you gotta take that
for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times, just that first read that you have, maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Darnold from the gun. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Chargers 17.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
6-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life. So you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 37. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
This is unbelievable.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, Wentz. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
L.A. readies for its next possession. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
He completes this to Sutton. Now he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Darnold. He gets it left side to Johnson. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for them. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a... The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. On second down now, Swift, and he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Play action. Now Wentz.
He drops the ball, bro.
Intended for Tyrell Williams.
So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive in the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
Yards on the pickup.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
38-yard line.
Back to throw, Darnold. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 11 yards there, first down.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now Howard.
Oh, my God.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. B.C. Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there.
Oh my God, bro!
You're exactly right
The
about
nigga
that.
tips
It
the
wasn't
ball.
just the vision, right?
Oh,
Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. KC's offense ready to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
Cheetah.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll run here with Swift. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football
Fucking ass
game.
out of there.
He's got it.
Do
This
it
thing's
again.
turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So that drive spanned 5 plays and was polished off by the touchdown run from the 16-yard line. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Running with Howard. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
This how I know this game is cheating, bro.
A first down throw, Darnold. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. That catch good for only a couple.
This how I know this
All
game is
defenses
cheating.
worry
Bro.
that whenever
They
anyone
audible
catches
into
the ball, has a head of...
They audible into a play that beats cover 2 because they see cover 2. I audible into cover 3. My defense does not move at all, but they audible out of a cover 2 beater into a cover 3 beater. This game is
Coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles where he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 34. So now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Oh, come on. You got to pick that.
Intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To the air again, Darnold. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
A big play on 3rd down for the Chiefs. 45 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On play action, it's Wentz. This is caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jalen Reagor with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the 4th.
And that 3rd counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Boy, a tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high, the tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19.
Oh, fuck, I forgot to set my
LA set to take over again on offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Hold up, BC Johnson.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
Thank you.
He rifles one that's
That was
intercepted.
touchdown.
Picked off at the 30.
God.
And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now it's Swift. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
One more time with Swift. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back.
Oh my God, he just dogged him.
Pass there complete to Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
23 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
15-yard line.
Darnold to throw again. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Marcel Darius in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Out of the end zone.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
42. Chargers.
So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all 3 timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Throwing is Wentz. This ball complete to Rager. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jalen Rager, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Well, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Sam Darnold in the offense. Down by 15. Under a minute 20 to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And all the way down to the 26.
Complete to
A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. A shotgun snap for Darnold. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Darnold. And he's going to go down again. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. One last throw now for Darnold. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world.